Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. You're standing on the vast, white expanse of Antarctica. It's endless, silent, and covered in a thick blanket of ice. Now, imagine you drill a hole right through that ice, peering into the dark water below. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you took a deep breath and plunged into that mysterious, icy abyss? What secrets lie hidden beneath that miles-thick sheet of ice? In a world that has never seen a single ray of daylight? Today we're diving headfirst into one of the most extreme and fascinating hypotheticals on Earth. We're going to explore the dark, silent world under Antarctica's ice sheet. It's a place of crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and unimaginable creatures. So, buckle up, because this is going to be an epic journey into the unknown. First things first, let's talk about the ice itself. We're not talking about a frozen pond here. The Antarctic ice sheet is the largest single mass of ice on Earth, covering about 98% of the continent. On average, it's over a mile thick, and in some places it reaches nearly 3 miles deep. Drilling a hole through that is a monumental task that scientists have spent years perfecting. But for our thought experiment, let's say we've done it. We have our portal to the subglacial world. As you stand at the edge, the first thing you'd notice is the cold. Air temperatures in Antarctica can drop below minus 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The water below, while technically warmer, is still hovering right around freezing point, about 28 degrees Fahrenheit. It's liquid only because of the immense pressure and the salt content. Without a highly specialized thermal suit, hypothermia would set in almost instantly. Your body would go into shock, your breathing would become erratic, and your muscles would seize up. So, for our journey, let's assume we're equipped with the most advanced submersible technology imaginable, something that can protect us from the lethal cold and crushing pressure. As our submersible descends through the borehole, the sunlight from the surface vanishes within seconds. We are now plunged into absolute, complete darkness. This isn't just dark like a moonless night. This is a primordial darkness, untouched by light for potentially millions of years. The only light here is what we bring with us. The silence would be just as profound. No waves, no wind, just the hum of our vehicle and the sound of your own breathing. It's an environment that can be both peaceful and deeply unnerving. What would we see when we turn on our lights? Well, that depends on where we are. Directly beneath the ice sheet, the environment is mostly barren. The pressure is immense. For every 33 feet you descend in water, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. Under a mile of ice, we're talking about pressures over 150 times greater than at the surface. It's enough to crush a military-grade submarine like a soda can. Only incredibly robust organisms could survive here. But Antarctica isn't just a solid block of ice sitting on land. Beneath this massive ice cap is a network of more than 400 subglacial lakes. The most famous of these is Lake Vostok, one of the largest lakes in the world, buried under 2.5 miles of solid ice. It's been isolated from the outside world for at least 15 million years. Think about that. An entire ecosystem that has been evolving in total isolation, in complete darkness, for millions of years. It's like a time capsule from a prehistoric world. Scientists who have drilled into these lakes, carefully avoiding contamination, have found tantalizing clues. They've discovered microbes, bacteria and archaea, that are unlike anything seen on the surface. These life forms don't rely on sunlight for energy like plants do. Instead, they survive through a process called chemosynthesis. They derive energy from chemical reactions, munching on minerals and chemicals seeping from the rocks below. It's a completely different foundation for a food web. So, as we explore Lake Vostok in our submersible, our lights might reveal strange microbial mats coating the lakebed, perhaps in bizarre colors and textures. These would be the forests of this dark world. And where there are producers, there are often consumers. Could there be larger organisms? While we haven't found any yet, it's not impossible. Imagine small, shrimp-like creatures or pale, translucent worms navigating the murky depths, feeding on these microbial colonies. Evolution in this unique environment could have produced life forms that look truly alien to us. They would likely be blind, colorless, and adapted to high pressure and low energy, moving slowly to conserve every precious calorie. Let's venture further. Beyond the lakes, there are also vast river systems flowing beneath the ice, carving channels into the bedrock. These subglacial rivers connect many of the lakes, creating a dynamic hydrological system that we are only just beginning to understand. These rivers could act as highways, transporting nutrients and microbes from one isolated environment to another, creating a sprawling, interconnected subglacial ecosystem. Floating through one of these dark rivers would be a surreal experience, like navigating the veins of a sleeping giant. But our journey isn't just about biology. It's also a journey back in time. The ice itself is a perfect archive of Earth's climate history. By drilling ice cores, scientists can analyze trapped air bubbles and dust layers to understand what our planet's atmosphere and temperature were like hundreds of thousands of years ago. The sediments at the bottom of these subglacial lakes hold an even older story. They contain a record of when Antarctica was not a frozen wasteland, but a green continent. Yes, it's true. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was warm and covered in lush forests. Scientists have found fossilized pollen and spores in sediment cores taken from near the coast, proving that palm trees and other temperate rainforest species once thrived there. The continent drifted to the South Pole, and as global climates cooled, the ice began to form, entombing that ancient world. Exploring the bedrock beneath the ice would be like archaeology on another planet. We might find fossilized remnants of this lost green world, perfectly preserved by the ice. As our imaginary expedition comes to a close and our submersible begins its long ascent back to the surface, the overwhelming feeling would be one of awe. The world under the Antarctic ice is not an empty, dead void. It's a dynamic, mysterious, and surprisingly living place. It's a realm of extreme pressures, eternal darkness, and life forms that challenge our very understanding of what it means to be alive. It's a testament to the sheer tenacity of life, which finds a way to exist in the most inhospitable corners of our planet. This hidden world also holds vital clues about our own planet's future and potentially about life elsewhere in the universe. If life can thrive in a dark, cold, high-pressure lake sealed under miles of ice on Earth, could it also exist in the subsurface oceans of Jupiter's moon Europa or Saturn's moon Enceladus? Antarctica's subglacial lakes are our best natural laboratories for studying these very questions. So the next time you think about the icy expanse of Antarctica, remember that the most incredible secrets aren't on the surface, but hidden deep beneath it. A dark, watery world of ancient secrets and alien life waiting to be discovered. The question of, what if you jumped in, opens up a universe of scientific wonder. Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible hypothetical journey today. What do you think is the most amazing thing we might find under the ice? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into science and imagination. We'll see you in the next video.